Hey guys and girls, we're back again, or ladies and gents, however you guys want me to say it. But there's some gals out there these days that are doing a lot of modeling, so I'm going to include them too, because it might not be all us guys watching anymore. But anyway, I just thought I'd come back with another quick update. I got my side marker fiber optics in. I just use clear, and I'll touch them up after I'm finished with the model entirely decaling and everything and getting it to flat coat. I'll go over with some red and green clear Model Master, and that'll work out just fine. But being I measured them off. What I did was I measured the decal so that way it fits in between them. It's not going to interfere with the decal and all that, and it should be positioned the one in back of the decal, one in the front with that pennant and the stripe and all that. Just make sure when you do measure them off, you get them inside these little walls here. That's where the front and rear plastic pieces fit. So you don't want to get them in front of that, otherwise you'll have a hard time. They'll be showing and you'll have to go through the clear plastic. So just make sure. I pretty much just centered them. I got it evenly spaced front and in the back and stuff. So I did have to, being with these locating pins and all that, I didn't want to cut those out, because once you snap it, it's a snap kit. I'll tell you what, this kit does snap together, and there's barely any seams and stuff. I might have to sand a little bit or something in between, but the way it fits, like an overlap on that edge, with these pins, I didn't want to get rid of any of these pins. I didn't remove any pins at all, even up front. I left everything. I wanted to have a good solid joint connection and everything with all the parts, and no gaps or nothing. So I did have to glue them in, and just floating around in here like the rest. I used 50 millimeter for those there. Everything else, the windows up front, those are 25.25 millimeter. These are .50s. But I glued them in with my hot glue around the post. I kind of rested them on the post. I already had my drill hole, the half a hole there, so I was able to rest them in there. These light bulbs for the front are kind of holding it in place too. The back ones had to come back around here and around that pin. I did open up this here pocket here, one on each side, being you won't see that anyway, because that's all closed in by the top half, and then the clear blue piece goes back here. So I did that for access. Plus, from here it shows a little bit more light in there too. Basically, I just glued in my fibers for my front strobe light and the two in the rear on the top half of the saucer. And as soon as the glue sets up for those, I'll close up the hull, and then we can get going from there. I used .50 millimeter for that bridge spotlight, even though it's not a floodlight effect. I use a .50 millimeter for that. Those two yellow ones I showed you on the bottom half of the ship, I used .50 for those. Those I blossomed out. These I blossomed out for the side markers. I blossomed out the .25s for my navigation, my strobe lights. I didn't blossom the ones for the windows. They would have looked a little too big for the scale. I blossomed out the ones for the strobes. I blossomed out the ones for those two yellow lights. I blossomed these side navs ones. And with all those two that are on each side of the bridge, I did blossom those. And also those two red ones that are up front, halfway between the front of the ship and the bridge area. I did blossom those out and everything. But the rest of everything, as far as, like I said, the windows and that, I just left them straight out, plain. Same with the two on the bottom windows. I didn't blossom those. Those are .25 millimeters. So that's pretty much what I did. But since these were floating around, they weren't picking up enough light because of the way that I had to glue these and try to get them positioned around these locating pins in there. So I did end up putting a 3mm LED in here with a little piece of short tubing, plastic tube, and I ran the side marker lights in there. I decided since I had this in the top half, I might as well run my windows fibers in there, and also that little one I put in the bridge. The one in the bridge, also, I did not blossom that one. I just wanted it to be straight out, because blossoming it with a 0.50 millimeter, it would have stuck out too far. I wanted it to be flush with the front of the little round part of the bridge, where, you know, kind of blended it and stuff, and it was kind of set in a little bit. So, but I ran all those fibers. I'm not going to do that on the bottom, because the only two I got on the bottom is the two windows and everything. So I'm not worried about those if they're a little bit not as bright as the others, but they should be, because they're picking up enough light from all these all this LED tape here. But I just thought I'd share this quick update with you and stuff, and all that, and you know, that way if anybody else is lighting this and they're using my videos, you know, what I'm doing for reference or anything, I didn't want to leave nothing out, and I like to try to help people out as much, just like I pick up a lot of different things when I'm building something that I might not have done before and somebody did before me. So other than that, I'm going to let that, I just use canopy glue to glue my fibers in. It holds them nice and strong. Once that sets up enough, I'll probably seal her up later tonight or first thing tomorrow morning. Get my side, the other part of the nacelles on there, the other halves. I got to go over a little bit of the red clear on those. It's once you get the light in there, you notice a couple little spots that need a little bit more touch up on the clear red. And that's going to be pretty much it. So then I'll probably come back with a video once she's all sealed up, and we'll go from there. And then probably toward the end of the week, I'll start working on my base and everything, and my circuit board. I'll probably work on my circuit board tomorrow for the strobes and all that stuff. So till the next time, just like I said, I just want to do this quick update so I don't leave nobody out if they're, you know, trying to do the same thing, figuring out how to light it. If you got any questions, don't be afraid to ask them and all that. I'm happy to answer and help anybody out. You know, just leave it in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I usually try to get back to all the comments and be fair to everybody. So another thing, there's no such thing as a stupid question. I learned that no matter what you do in life, there's never a stupid question, especially at work and stuff. I'm a machinist for a living, so you know, we tell the new guys, when I train new guys on the lathes and mills and stuff, I tell them, don't be afraid to ask questions, even if you think it's stupid. It's going to make sense. So that's about it for this one. So till the next time, you guys all have a good one. Happy modeling. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for hitting the like button. Thanks for all the nice comments you guys been leaving. And hope some other people are trying this out. There's not many videos on these new kits yet. So I was kind of hesitant about lighting this because I got other stuff to do that's going to be more lighting and you know, more major projects and stuff. But I decided with the clear parts and everything, and I haven't lit a model for a while, so I got back in some practice on lighting and stuff, and I thought this would look pretty sharp, being that I didn't never build a big one and light it because of all the warped issues with it and stuff. So till the next time, you guys take care and have a good one. Happy modeling. Bye.